Welcome to English Discretion. I'm glad you're here. This channel is all about those endless loops in our minds, overthinking, regrets, emotions we can't shake off. You know, the stuff we all go through but rarely talk about. Let's break it down, reflect, and grow together. I don't know how to control my thoughts anymore, a personal struggle with overthinking and anger. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm just stuck inside my own head, trapped in these endless loops of thoughts that I can't stop, no matter how hard I try. It usually starts with someone doing something that makes me angry. Maybe they insult me, disrespect me, ignore me, or behave in a way that hurts me deeply. It could be something small or something big, but the effect it has on me is always intense. For the next 2 or 3 days, sometimes even longer, I keep thinking about what happened. Over and over. Non-stop. Morning, afternoon, night, even while I'm doing my work, eating, walking, trying to sleep, that one situation keeps playing in my head like a broken record. I can't turn it off. I keep thinking about what they did, how they treated me, what I should have said, what I shouldn't have said, and the anger just keeps growing inside me. But the worst part, after a while, that anger doesn't even stay focused on them anymore. It turns on me. I start feeling angry at myself, angry for not reacting better, angry for letting it affect me so much, angry for wasting my time thinking about it. I think, why am I like this? Why can't I just move on like normal people? Why do I waste so much of my life inside my own mind? I start doubting myself. I call myself stupid. I feel ashamed. I blame myself for everything. It's like I get pulled into this emotional loop, and no matter how much I try to escape, my thoughts just drag me back in. I go from feeling hurt, to angry, to regretful, to hopeless. And it's exhausting. I still go about my life, I work, I talk to people, I do what I'm supposed to do, but mentally, I'm somewhere else. I'm tired all the time, not from physical work, but from constantly fighting my own mind. Sometimes, this doesn't just last for a couple of days. Sometimes, it goes on for 2 or 3 weeks. Can you imagine? 2 or 3 weeks of being mentally stuck in the same emotional pain, thinking about the same person, the same moment, the same mistakes. It feels like I'm trying to walk forward while dragging a heavy weight behind me. I lose focus. I lose motivation. My energy disappears. My goals feel far away. My self-esteem drops. I start asking myself the same question again and again, what's wrong with me? But I don't have the answer. That's what makes it worse. I try everything to stop thinking. I distract myself. I try to sleep more. I avoid people. I tell myself to just forget it and move on. But those thoughts don't listen. They come back. Again and again. And when I finally come out of it, I feel like I've lost something: time, peace, opportunities, even pieces of myself. And then, just when I start feeling a little normal again, another situation happens, and the cycle starts all over again. Another person says or does something, and boom, I'm back in the loop. Thinking, overthinking, regretting, blaming, replaying every moment. It's like my mind doesn't know how to let go. You know what hurts the most? The waste of mental energy, the waste of potential, the waste of whole weeks thinking about things I can't change. I know it's unhealthy. I know it's pointless. But it feels like I don't have control. My mind just keeps going, no matter how much I beg it to stop. There are moments when I feel like I've figured it out, like, okay, next time I won't let myself get so affected. But when the next situation comes, it's like all that progress disappears. I fall back into the same trap. I get angry. I hold on to it. I overthink it. I blame myself. And then I blame myself even more for repeating the same pattern. Sometimes I feel like I'm my own worst enemy. And the truth is, I don't even want revenge or drama. I don't want to fight anyone or prove anything. I just want peace. I just want my mind to be calm again. I want to be able to experience life without being pulled into mental battles that nobody else can see. I want to wake up and not feel like I'm already losing the day to my own thoughts. People don't see this part of me. On the outside, maybe I look fine. Maybe I look normal. But inside, it's chaos. Silent chaos. And I don't know how to explain it to anyone without sounding weak or crazy. But it's real. This is my daily reality. And I'm tired of it. I keep searching for ways to break the cycle. I try writing things down, hoping it will help me release the emotions. I try distracting myself with work or hobbies. I try meditating, breathing, going for walks. Sometimes it helps for a while. But the thoughts always come back. It's like there's unfinished business in my brain that never gets resolved. I think maybe part of me still wants an apology, or closure, or justice. But deep down, I know I may never get it. And that's where the helplessness grows. Because I keep thinking and feeling, but nothing changes. The person who hurt me doesn't know. They don't care. They've moved on. But I'm still stuck. I'm still carrying the weight they gave me. I've realized now that I can't change the past. I can't control other people's actions. The only thing I have a chance of controlling is how I respond. But I also know it's not easy. Because these thoughts don't listen to logic. They come from pain. From emotional wounds that haven't healed. And no matter how much I try to think positive, the pain always finds its way back in. Maybe what I really need isn't to fight the thoughts, but to understand them. Maybe I need to stop calling myself weak or stupid, and start asking myself, what am I really feeling? What am I afraid of? What is this thought trying to protect me from? Maybe I need to treat myself like someone who is hurting, not someone who is broken. I don't have all the answers yet. Honestly, I'm still learning. Still struggling. Still getting caught in these mental storms from time to time. But I'm starting to realize that the solution isn't to suppress the feelings or hate myself for having them. The solution is to listen. To be patient. To be kind to myself. And slowly, to build new habits of thinking, bit by bit, day by day. I know it won't be easy. But I also know that I don't want to live the rest of my life in this cycle. I want to learn to let go, not for them, but for me. Because I deserve peace. I deserve rest. I deserve to take back control of my mind and my future. Understanding the cycle, what's really happening. You're experiencing a psychological loop that many people deal with. It's called rumination, the act of continuously thinking about the same negative thoughts, which can often make your anger or sadness worse instead of resolving it. Let's break it down. 1. Trigger event. Someone says or does something that hurts or frustrates you. 2. Emotional reaction. You feel anger, betrayal, humiliation, or confusion. 3. Overthinking begins. Instead of the emotion fading, your brain starts looping. Why did they do that? Why didn't I respond differently? I should have said this. What's wrong with me? 4. Mental drain. You do your daily tasks, but mentally you're stuck in the past. Your energy is divided between the present and the replay of what happened. 5. Exhaustion and guilt. Eventually the emotion burns out, but you're left feeling drained, unproductive, and even angry at yourself for wasting so much time. 6. Repeat. After a few days or weeks, a new trigger starts the cycle again. This pattern is not just bad for your emotional health, it also affects your motivation, focus, and self-esteem. Why does this happen? 1. Unresolved emotions. When we don't express or process emotions properly, they stay stuck in our minds. We keep going over them in the hope of finding closure, but we often don't. 2. Perfectionism or high self-expectations. You may believe you should always act perfectly or say the right thing. When you don't, you beat yourself up internally for days. 3. Fear of conflict. Maybe you avoid expressing anger directly, so your brain tries to solve it mentally instead of letting it go or confronting the person. 4. Low emotional regulation. Emotional regulation is the ability to manage your emotional reactions. Some people were never taught how to do this, so emotions become overwhelming. 5. Habitual thinking. The more you repeat this cycle, the more your brain gets used to it. It becomes your default way of responding to stress, even if it's unhealthy. The cost of staying in this cycle. You lose time, days or even weeks that could have been peaceful or productive. You lose mental energy. You feel tired even when you haven't done much. You lose confidence. You feel like you can't control your own mind. You damage relationships, because the anger either builds up or leads to passive-aggressive behavior. You lose focus, tasks feel heavier, and you're less present in your work or social life. But the good news is, this cycle can be broken. What you can do, simple steps to break the cycle. 1. Name the emotion. When you feel upset, take a moment to ask yourself, what am I really feeling? Are you angry, sad, embarrassed, hurt? Giving the emotion a name helps your mind feel more in control. Example. I'm not just angry. I feel hurt because I felt ignored. 2. Write instead of overthinking. Take 10 minutes to write your thoughts in a notebook. Write what happened, how you feel, and what you wish you could say. Then close the notebook and move on. Why it helps. Writing makes your brain feel like it has done something about the problem. 3. Interrupt the thought on purpose. You can't stop thoughts, but you can interrupt them. When the same thought repeats, say, I've already thought about this. Thinking more won't help. Then shift your attention. Drink water. Stretch. Read something. Clean something small. Use grounding. Name 5 things you see, 4 you can touch, etc. This trains your mind to move away from the loop. 4. Talk about it, if safe. If it feels safe, talk to the person who upset you. Don't blame them. Just share your feelings. Use I statements. I felt hurt when you said that. I've been thinking about it and needed to share. Even if they don't say sorry, you may feel better for expressing it. 5. Be kind to yourself. Don't say, I'm so stupid. Why can't I stop thinking? I hate this about myself. Instead, try. My brain is trying to protect me. I'm learning to handle this better. Everyone overthinks sometimes. Self-kindness helps you calm down faster. 6. Avoid or reduce triggers. Notice what makes the overthinking worse. Certain people. Being tired. Too much social media. Make small changes. Limit contact with negative people. Sleep better. Spend less time online. 7. Practice letting go. Try the leaf exercise. Imagine your thoughts are written on leaves. The leaves float down a stream. Watch each thought go past. Don't grab it, just let it float away. This helps your brain learn to let go of thoughts gently. Extra tools that help. Therapy, CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, or ACT, acceptance and commitment therapy, can really help. Mindfulness apps. Headspace. Calm. Insight Timer. Helpful books. The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Self-Compassion by Kristen Neff. Final thoughts. You are not broken. Many people go through this kind of thinking loop. Now that you understand it, you can start to change it. You don't need to be perfect. Just practice a little bit every day. Over time, what used to bother you for days may only affect you for an hour. And that's real growth.